Dear brothers and sisters, welcome to our Sunday reflection program on the Word of God today. I'm Father Naween Rebello, a Divine Word missionary. Today's Gospel reading begins with Jesus' fundamental assertion about the enduring validity of the law and the prophets. I have come not to abolish the law or the prophets, but to fulfill them. This key verse is at the heart of the Sermon on the Mount, where Jesus' life and mission is seen as a continuation of Israel's history, traditions, and fulfillment of the promises of the Scriptures. In fact, fulfillment is a major Christological theme in the Gospel of Matthew, and the evangelist, by means of a number of scriptural quotations, presents Jesus' birth, life and mission, passion and death as the fulfillment of the divine plan. For the people of Israel, the law or the Torah signified the divine instructions for living a righteous and a faithful covenantal life in conformity with the will of the Lord. However, in Jesus, the Christian community now finds the living Torah, who is the divine presence or God with us to be encountered, and whose life-transforming teaching goes beyond the legal interpretation of the law to embrace love and kindness. In other words, Jesus enriches the law and actualizes it because the law is now seen through the lens of love. In Jesus' teaching, he uses the thesis-antithesis formula to teach the crowds about the new law. He makes statements that begin with the phrase, "You have heard that it was said to our ancestors, but I say this to you." In such authoritative teaching, we find a certain degree of continuity from the past, but there's also a radical discontinuity in the way Jesus reinterprets the human situations like anger, adultery and lust, divorce, and oaths. His new law of love that models greater righteousness for his disciples to imitate shows no hatred towards the enemy. He teaches that true love is not obsessive or predatory, but unifying, altruistic, and committed, that builds and restores relationships. Also, genuine love knows no deception, but only truth and uprightness. In short, the Sermon on the Mount is a new manual of discipleship that turns the focus from the external to the internal, from the letter of the law to the spirit of the law, from the pious practices to the right attitudes. On this Sunday, following Jesus' love ethic, may we understand the other more, forgive more, and love more. Have a blessed Sunday.